Down payment assistance. What are the minimum requirements for a home purchase in 2023? So we're going to talk today about down payment assistance. If you are buying a home and wanting to put a low down payment, then this video is definitely for you. So the first thing I want to clarify is we're going to be talking about primary residence purchases today. We're not going to talk about second homes or investments. Those do require some larger down payments. We're going to talk specifically about a residence in which you intend to preside. So let's get started. I'm Jennifer Hernandez, loan officer for almost 3 decades. I'm super passionate about bringing mortgage education, real facts, no BS, anything mortgage. Thanks for tuning in. So let's get started. Down payment for a home. What is the minimum requirements for a primary residence in 2023? So we're going to talk about, for the first section, we're going to talk first about first-time buyers, and then we will hop over to multiple-time buyers if it's not your first home. So if you're a first-time buyer, you have many choices. So you can get a government loan, and you can also get a conventional loan. So I'll touch upon conventional first. As a first-time buyer, you have access to 3% down, which is amazing. Now, if you're going to be doing the government loans, there's 3 types of government loans. So one is a VA loan, that's a veteran. So if you're a veteran, then you have access to a VA loan more than likely, and it's 0% down. Now, you will need to get an eligibility certificate, so contact the VA to make sure to know what your eligibility is. The next type of government loan is a USDA loan. That stands for United States Department of Agriculture. You must buy in a rural area. There's also some income limitations, and you have access to 0% down as well. Now, I'm going to put down in the notes in the description, so later after you watch this video, you can click on some links for resources to learn more about VA and USDA loans as well. So the third type of government loan is a FHA loan, which stands for Federal Housing Administration. And that loan you can put as little as 3.5% down. So now we are going to hop over to a second, third, fourth, 10th time buyer. So as a multiple-time homeowner, did you know that you have access to an FHA loan as long as you don't have the house that you're departing? If that's an FHA loan, normally in most circumstances, you can only have one FHA loan. Now, there are some exceptions. If you're going through a divorce and you've got to get another residence, if you're moving because of your job to an area that's 100 miles away or more, those are some exceptions. There's some other exceptions. I'll go ahead and put a link to that down in the description so you've got to know what some of those exceptions are. But FHA generally 3.5% down. Again, we're talking about down payment requirements in 2023 for a primary residence home purchase. So with all loans, you're actually able to possibly have down payment assistance. So we went over the minimum requirements. So now, also as a multiple time homeowner, you can do a conventional loan. So a conventional loan, you can also put a low down payment. You can put as little as 5% down. Now, it goes without saying, but I'm going to go ahead and mention it, that for all of these low down payment options, you must qualify with that payment, of course, that's associated with that loan. But there are low down payment loans available. So I'm also going to mention down payment assistance in this video. We're going to talk about assistance. There is assistance for first-time buyers in most states, most areas, first-time buyers. Now, in the state where I live, which is Texas, there's also assistance for a multiple-time buyer. So you don't have to be a first-time buyer. So this is another reason to talk to a local state lender in the state that you live, because they're going to know of the down payment assistance program. So down payment assistance could cover potentially your down payment and or your closing costs if you meet the qualifications. Usually they do have qualifications as well in order to meet that down payment assistance. Now, I will mention there is a third category of loans, and that is a jumbo loan. So jumbo loan are loans that exceed the conforming loan amount limit. In 2023, I'll go ahead and put on the screen here what the limits are for conforming loans, and jumbo loans would be anything that's over and above these loan limits. It's called a jumbo or non-conforming loan. So for those loans, 20% is usually required. Now, I say usually, there are some creative financing ways in which you can have a first loan and then a second loan behind it. So the first loan could be under the conforming limit, and then you could do a second lien loan to kind of bridge the gap. In those instances, it is possible to potentially put less than 20% down. So we do have another video. It's called Second Lien Loan Financing. I'll put that in the I'll put it in the video card here up above, and I'll also put it down in the description. It's a little more granular, that video, if that will apply to you. So I would love to hear your questions. If you're liking this video so far, please comment, ask a question. I would love to answer any questions that you have. Now, you're probably wondering, what kind of credit do I need to buy a house? So you definitely want to check out our video right here at the end that is called How to Improve Your Credit Score. Thanks for joining in. Talk to you soon.